everyone, welcome back to Pretty Girls Ugly Feelings. I'm Gabby,
I'm Sophia.
and today we are doing our Love is Blind season 10, episode 11, and reunion recap. And also everything that's happened since, because at this point, more has happened off the show than has happened on the show.
All the tea being spilt on TikTok, as far as I know.
Yeah, same, exactly. But first, we'll go through what's been making us feel pretty and ugly lately. So, for me, honestly, life has been beating my ass.
Feel that, feel
So,
that.
not much has been making me feel pretty, but right now it's the weekend. So, this weekend, I'm going to specifically do things that make me feel pretty. So, I'm going to do like my press-on nails and some face mask and a bunch of stuff. I'm going to try to go to Pilates. Um, yeah. And everything that life has been doing to me that's been making me feel ugly is that I was sick for a while. And normally when I get sick, I take like all the medicine in the world because I'm like, this is not going to last. Like, I want it done in 3 days and that's it.
A thousand
That
percent.
didn't that didn't happen this time. I'm honestly still a little bit congested, but it's not bad at all. It's just like sometimes it'll still hit me like when I wake up or I'm about to go to bed or whatever. And then while I was sick, I went roller skating thinking like, "Oh, let me get some sun." And and because I used to roller skate a lot actually, like when I was a kid, I would go once a week to a skate park like with my siblings and literally like go down ramps and stuff, but I used to have inline skates growing up. I think that's the right name of it,
Hmm.
the one with four wheels in a row.
Yeah,
So during COVID, I bought the skates that have the two wheels next to each other in the front and the two wheels next to each other in the
that's
back
hard. Yeah.
and the brake in the front. And so those are the ones I have, and I'm not used to those. So when I went roller skating with my boyfriend, like not even that long in, like maybe 10 minutes in, fell straight on my tailbone on the main street in my neighborhood, like
Oh
on the
my
sidewalk.
God.
So I'm sure a bunch of people saw me, whatever.
It's fine. It's
And
real.
yeah, we'll definitely post the video because it's honestly funny. I I laugh because the video itself is funny and like I am still hurt from it, honestly. Like apparently tailbones take 4 weeks to heal if they're bruised.
Oh, damn, that makes
And
sense. I mean, I never knew that, but I've felt it.
yeah, so I've just been like resting, whatever. Couldn't really do Pilates or like go to the gym as much as I've been trying to and wanting to, but whatever. And after I fell, so basically I fell because I was trying to get a cute little video and then the brake, because I'm not used to having a brake in the front, got caught on like a dip in the sidewalk. So I
Oof.
started to go forward and then I was trying to catch myself and then I ended up falling straight back.
Ugh. Horrible.
So, but the most annoying part, honestly, to me, was that this guy, as my boyfriend's helping me like get up, and of course it was a man, this guy pulls over to the side next to us because I was getting up like one leg at a time, obviously, one knee, whatever.
Hmm.
So he was like, "Oh, I was gonna say congratulations, dude," because he said it looked like I was proposing to Angelo because I was on one knee and we were like holding hands because he was helping
Oh
me up.
my God.
First of all,
No.
do I look like the type of bitch that's gonna be the one to propose?
No, why would that be what he thought out of everything it could be?
Yeah. And I was like, no, man, I just ate shit. Like, and he was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, whatever. It was
That's
a maybe on a different day, it would have been a funny joke, but
right.
Not
Yeah.
right then when I could barely get up. I mean, I did still skate after because standing straight, my tailbone isn't bad. It's more like sitting. But yeah, that was just like the cherry on top. I don't know what it is about Jacksonville, but everybody wants to talk to you at all times. I'm not used to it because I'm not from here. So that wasn't even the only person that like rolled their window down because later on while we were skating, this older dude was like, "Oh, come on, you guys could do better than that," because we were like going slow or whatever.
Why
Like,
everybody just putting themselves in your business? That's crazy.
yeah, and why is everybody trying to make jokes? Like,
Yeah,
are you
New York would
comedians?
never. Yeah, they thought
Exactly.
that would people mind their business. It's like a professional sport here in New York.
Yeah, someone could literally be dying. I could be dying on the floor and everybody
Yeah.
would walk by.
Seriously, no, have you seen those videos where somebody like they scream and then everybody's looking at them and then
Yeah.
those edits? Did you see the girl that did it in New York?
Oh no,
Because
I
it
didn't.
literally said like, yeah, this trend doesn't work in New York because she would like straight up in people's face like and then turn around and they didn't even flinch. They just kept going and I'm like, yeah, that's my
That's so
city.
funny.
Very real. Because I'd probably do the same, be like, all right, and keep it pushing.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I feel like, yeah, life was beating your ass. Sometimes it likes that. It's like you're down. Well, let me see how much further down you could go. Definitely real.
exactly. So I'm
But
just starting to get
you're
back
back and
to
you're
like,
better. So yeah, what I'm gonna start with what's been making me feel ugly, or yeah, well, yesterday, I got pulled over NYPD, like 3 minutes from my house. And I ended up getting two tickets. It was the first time ever that, because I always have my wallet and my license on me. The first time ever I
right.
don't. And of course, I get pulled over.
Oh my God.
So that's annoying. And then he pulled me over, ready? Because I was going 40 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour speed zone. So 10 over, which usually they'll let you, the 9, 10, they let you 11. It was just,
Yeah,
it's end of the month things. They need to fit their quota. And I was already having like a really frustrating bad day. So as soon as I saw him with the lights, I just lost it. I was just like, oh my God. And I hate getting emotional, but I just got emotional because I was just sick and tired at that point. I was like, of course now. Those days when it's like, I just want to be home. Like, I just want to get home
yeah,
already. It was one of those. I was just like, all right, here I am, literally 3 minutes from my house. And then, there he was. So that definitely made me feel ugly. Two
it's
tickets.
always
Yup.
so close to your house. Like it's like right when you're about to be free
Oh
of
my God.
whatever the world is like putting on you. It's like, oh, let me just sprinkle this.
Yeah, just one more. And the two tickets come out to about $300.
Ah, that sucks. I hate that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, in
it's insane.
Florida, people are going like 20 over. Literally, I saw a car smoking, like the car itself. I was like, is that car gonna catch on fire? It wasn't like out of the exhaust or anything. It was like out the hood and it was driving and there was
Insanity.
a cop behind him, didn't pull him over. Nothing happened.
It's wild. Yeah, here, I mean, they just started a new point system, so it's like they just going hard right now, like super hard. And it's the end of the month, so they probably whatever, they need to fit their quota. It is what it is. He was a small
Yeah,
little asshole, but it's fine. Whatever. The final test for my day, 'cause the cherry on top. But what's been making me feel pretty is I've been doing really well in my workouts. They've been really, really good, and that makes me feel better. So fuck him because my body's
exactly.
getting right. So
And he doesn't look as good as you do, especially
he sure
not
doesn't.
exactly.
He
So,
sure doesn't. So it's fine. That's what he got to live with.
you know how the Winter Olympics just passed?
Hmm.
Did you see all the like speed skaters
Yeah.
and how everybody wants to try their workouts? That's what I
Yeah,
want to
because their
start
bodies are
doing.
insane. Yeah,
I
definitely.
know.
Need to add that to my regimen because different.
Even Meg the Stallion did a workout with them,
Oh
like one of the
yeah, I didn't see
girls.
that. You know
Yeah.
what? Speaking of Meg the Stallion, real quick. So she did her Broadway debut, right?
Yeah.
Saw
I think
that.
it's Moulin Rouge, right?
Yes, Moulin Rouge. So the Fader posted it, and it was the weirdest thing because, and I never really comment on anything, but I saw some random man commented on just the post, the Fader's post talking about it with a clip of it, and he said like, "Oh, she belongs in a barn, free Tory," or something like that. And I was just like,
Ew.
I was like, I rarely comment on things, but ew, it's okay to keep some thoughts to yourself because it's just. I don't know why that just got under my skin. It's just ugly. It's like she's doing something cool, you know? Why
Yeah.
just keep your mouth shut. Just keep your beak shut. Thank you. Like nobody asked
And
you
it happened so long ago, and like you said, the video has nothing to do with that. So
at all.
why comment? They're always trying to bring women down.
They really are. And I feel like for me, that's such a tell. Um, if a man is like a Tory Lane stan or like a free Tory Lane's like unprovoked, that's just a man that either doesn't get women or women shouldn't. Like, I don't know. It's just giving me like, what a way
Or
to announce that you don't get women.
he's just looking for male approval.
Which is weird. I just find that weird. Like
Yeah.
silence is free. You could have just not said anything, but whatever. Anyway,
So funny.
back to to whatever at hand we've got today.
Yes. So for Love is Blind, episode 11, that's when all the weddings happen, and we got to see who said yes, who said no. At the end of episode 10, we saw Emma say yes to Mike.
Word.
And then at the start of episode 11, we saw him say no to her,
Hmm.
which I said last time I would be mad if he said no and she said yes, because he
Yeah.
said, if she says yes, I'm saying yes. And what can you never
Ben
do?
lie.
Trust a man.
You can never believe a man ever.
His
I
own
mean,
words.
I don't think they should have gotten married, so somebody had to hit the brakes on it, and I get it.
Yeah,
I think, like she said in the reunion, she got swept up in the moment.
yeah,
Um, and also she did say like that was me saying yes to kids. That wasn't clear to me as a audience. I didn't get that from
yeah,
her saying yes. But yeah, it was annoying, but same time I would have been more mad if they ended up getting married, so it had to be done.
yeah. I mean, I was just annoyed that like he didn't stick to his word. I didn't think they should be married, but it was just annoying to me. And I also find it so weird how multiple people who didn't get married have relationships that are like almost a year long.
That's insane. Yeah. And they just
Because,
hard launched them on the reunion, which was crazy.
yeah, because they went through this life-altering, life-changing experience, and you're telling me you couldn't take a beat after that?
But
And
notice how those were mostly men that ended up in relationships,
yeah,
right? Apart from Jess,
yeah.
who clearly was ready to be in one if she came on the show.
But who she was with was from the
Also, the
pods.
cast, yeah.
So technically, they had met prior, like during the show. It
True.
wasn't the show ended and she
True.
met someone after. It
Right. They
was
were talking in
we
the
had a
pods.
connection. Yeah. So I'll give her that.
Yes.
But, and she said that he was like trying to get with her and she was like, I need time.
Yeah. Fair. Rightfully so.
Yeah, exactly. But I just think that's weird. I mean, I didn't feel like Emma and Mike had much to talk about in the reunion.
No.
Um,
They both seem like, I mean, for Emma, I feel like she's in a better place. And I'm happy she is single. I think there was a lot of work to be done there. Mike, I also feel, I don't know, he's kind of giving me, he just wants to check off marriage, house, kids, and that's why he's
mhm.
now in another relationship and that he'll have to deal with that when the time comes. But at least I like to see my women free.
Yeah, I
So,
will say his comments on TikTok have been funny. Like he was responding to people because
mhm.
I think he posted I don't know if it was pictures or a video being like, hey, like, thanks for the support or whatever. Or I don't know if he did a fit check. I don't remember what kind of video it was, but it was him in front of a door, like in
I
his
did.
apartment with a book bag.
And like high water pants, like capris on and
Yeah.
like no socks. Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone was like clowning him and he was like responding to everyone. So I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a bad guy. Um,
Yeah.
he seems like one of the more level-headed guys that were on the season.
Hmm.
I wish him and Emma, I think I will say that's what kind of confused me because I think we had said like I feel like they can work, just not if they get married now, if they take more time to date. So that's where I was a little confused because I'm like, I feel like they were a good match for each other. They just needed to keep dating. So if I were her, I would feel a way that like, okay, you now are seeing someone else when she was under the impression that they would keep dating. I don't know why they didn't.
Same.
They didn't get into that, right? Like why they didn't try to date after.
No,
Mm.
I feel the same way because I think it seemed like they were going to try, at least to me as a viewer,
Right.
based on like them meeting after the altar. And out of
Right.
everyone, they're like the only couple I'm okay with trying after them saying no.
Mm-hmm. Same. But
So,
whatever, life is like that sometimes. I think I will say I feel like his mom probably had a heavy hand in his decision making maybe after.
mhm.
Um, but whatever, it is what it is. He did stick up for her and he did put his mom in place a few times, so I think it just is what it is.
Yeah. I don't remember who was next, but we could just go to, I guess, Amber and Jordan.
Yeah, that train wreck. I don't know if you've seen like essentially and I didn't okay, so I saw like people on TikTok saying how they already decided off camera that they were going to say no. Like that they weren't going to go forward with it. And that's why their family is so shocked. So when you see their family's reactions, genuine shock. And I don't know. I've heard that it was one of those things where Amber ended up saying yes, clearly. And then Jordan was kind of like, oh, you're not going to make me look like the asshole.
Yeah, I heard that too. I did see that, but people were saying that she was saying it wasn't like that.
Right. I
But
kind of believe her. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know,
I was
actually.
shocked. I was shocked they said yes because of how like nervous or whatever he was
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
And he was like sweating, all this stuff, you know. And his
Yeah.
sister talking to him, it seemed like his sister was pushing him to say yes.
hmm Amber's
And
brother was the opposite.
I know
Yeah.
he went hard. I didn't,
With good reason though, knowing how
yeah,
all of it played out, and what they were like behind the scenes and how toxic they really were.
I don't know if they pay for the divorces, like if Netflix does.
I don't
Because
know either. I need to look into that.
I saw a TikTok from a girl that was on Married at First Sight,
hmm
and she said the show didn't pay for her divorce. And she's like, so many thousands of dollars in legal fees.
Wow.
And that would be the cherry on top if Amber and like Jordan had all this stuff. Well, going into it, they said yes at the altar, but at the reunion, they revealed that they were getting divorced
Right.
of his choosing mostly and not
hmm
hers. So, and she did her whole storm off and
She's a drama queen. I enjoy it because I'm not
yeah,
living it. I'm not experiencing her in real life. So, like, for me, great TV. It's fun to watch her storm off and and huff and puff. But I could see that being annoying for him.
I thought that her storm off was going to be because of something the host said when I first saw the trailer.
hmm
Once I saw that they had said yes to each other, because I
Right.
didn't know they were getting divorced yet.
Right.
So, but Yeah, I think there's a lot she needs to work on. I definitely believe that she has like some alcohol control maybe issues.
They both probably do, but her maybe more so.
Oh, him for sure.
Hmm.
Like he just wants to live by bars, do whatever, be with her on he just wants to have someone for the weekend,
Yeah.
basically, is what it seemed like. And
Hmm.
what she was saying her experience was
Right.
because she was asking, why didn't you want to move closer or compromise? You wanted to live somewhere that was like more city, bars, whatever. So, and that's not basically, these people were not ready to get married because
No, at all.
that's not what settling down and
No.
marriage is, especially with someone who has a kid.
Right. And that's what makes it, I think that's what made it so do or die for her because you don't introduce just anyone to your child.
I know.
And she seems like she probably is I believe she probably is a good mom. And I think that maybe the worst part. She did say that though. That was the hardest part is that you said you wouldn't do this to her. But she does bear some responsibility because you also made this man a part of your daughter's life. I
Yeah.
understand maybe I don't know. It's the part of them agreeing, supposedly agreeing to say no that I'm just like, "Ooh, girl, I can't fully put it on him as much as I'd like to."
Yeah. I also think we did see a lot of her past traumas being
Hmm.
put onto him.
Yeah,
And I understand that is very tough. So I understand his decision. I don't fault him for it,
a 1000%.
but I do fault him for acting like she wasn't putting 100% effort in, but you never did because you
Yeah.
wanted to be by bars. And I also understand, like you said, she's a mom, but she has a good co-parenting relationship.
Hmm.
So if the times that he wants to see her is the weekends and those are the times that she doesn't have her kid, why can't she drink?
Right. Yeah. Valid.
So I'm not faulting her for drinking. I think you just need to be able to handle it, but it doesn't make her a bad mom at all.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But overall, I do like Amber. I appreciate her. She is a girl's girl. I'm sure we'll get into that
Hmm.
later, but we could pin that right
Yeah.
there. She's definitely out
I,
of them.
yeah, I did like all of her commentary on everyone else, especially all of the guys.
A thousand to
And,
Chris too. I was like, girl, a little
oh,
harder. Go a little. Give him another one for me. She was
yeah.
not. I feel like I was gonna say she was not holding back. She definitely did hold back though. She held back because I feel like she could have went harder, and he deserved more. Chris deserved so much more, but he
Oh my
couldn't handle it.
God.
He couldn't
I
handle
don't
the heat.
know. Yeah, I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that. I thought he would at least
Same.
look or feel, seem remorseful in some kind of way. I didn't think they would have to beg him for an apology. Okay, we could
Yep.
start talking about Chris and Jess, even though they didn't make it to the
Yeah. Might
altar.
as well.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but when they talked about Chris and Jess barely acknowledging him, loved that for her.
Love that. That was great. I was like 10 out of 10. Exactly what you do. Exactly what you
Yes.
do.
Don't give
Don't even
him
give
any
him.
of the
Mm-mm.
attention he wants.
No. Yep. And I
And
think that also hurt him or like bothered him. I won't even say hurt because I think he's a sociopath
yeah.
in ways, but that definitely bothered him that she
And
wasn't willing to open up or hear or even just acknowledge him.
yeah, and I also appreciate that this reunion, the host actually like went back and pushed back and said,
Yes.
this is wrong. So here's the floor. Here's your time to
Yeah.
apologize, to say why you did it, to acknowledge. And I just think he was very emotionally immature. He had so
Mm-hmm.
many ego issues.
Mm-hmm.
Still at the reunion, you could clearly see it because he said
Yeah.
he was working on himself, therapy, all that stuff, whatever. But if you had truly worked on yourself, then you would acknowledge the people that you hurt and you would
Mm-hmm.
give an apology without
Mm-hmm.
having to be coerced into one.
Yes, and he would have been honest about what bothered him because they full on said it. They're like, "Well, it seems like it changed once you saw her living
Hmm.
situation." He's like, I
Yeah,
don't think it was that at all. It was just, like you're lying. You're lying, and that's fine.
yeah,
But like you're not doing the work, and that's apparent. So don't even give him more airtime. It is what it is. Because like we all see it. And I think same thing with Alex. There was moments where it was just like, bro, just come on. Like your back
yeah,
is to the wall. Everyone's like, and they're making it easy for you to be like, you know what? Yeah, maybe that was the issue, and I wasn't prepared or ready to say it, or I didn't even realize at the time. There, so much opportunity to hold themselves accountable, and they just were like, no, I'm gonna stick to
yeah,
my story, which is always ugh. But great. Give me the ick. Thank you. I appreciate
yeah,
that.
exactly. And I also appreciated Connor like barely acknowledging him
Yes.
and saying, I don't even think about it.
Hmm.
Um, Jess's new boyfriend, I don't remember his name. He said a lot of very good things.
He did. He says the right things, and that's what scares me. Let me look up his name so we don't butcher him. Just
Yeah.
Love is Blind.
But like you said, it's scary that he
Oh,
says all the right
Haramal,
things.
emergency medicine physician. Yeah, that's him. 36
At
years
least he's
old.
on her level as far as jobs.
Yeah. Um, and
So
he
he
does.
won't be
On
like
paper, he seems like a
offended by
good
it.
guy. Yes, exactly. He's not challenged by it. He's not worried. He's not insecure. Um, he does say the right things, but I think I said last time I've seen girls who are from like his same culture like been like, "Yeah, girl, run." And I do hate that, but I mean, just man is run, to be honest. I saw a clip, I think it was earlier today, from an interview they were having together, where he explained that what was super important to him in the pods was he knew he wanted to be with a woman of color. Now, Jess is a white woman, but he said we know her stance. She made it super clear on the reunion, and I was
Hmm.
happy that she was able to clarify that because Chris is far from who she is. And he said that was one of the things he loves about her is that how much she appreciates people of color, how her friends, how close relationships, how easily people of color accept her. Her friends, I guess, are all women of color. So he was saying how that he does like that. And that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But he can come off performative. I don't know what that's about. I hope it's just and he kind of is a ham. Like he seems to really love the cameras, and that's also a bit of a red
Hmm.
flag to me. But I don't know anything. Nothing's come out for us to talk negatively about him. I guess we'll just see because Jess seems very happy, and she deserves to be very happy.
Yeah. The part that bothered me the most from Jess's segment was the whole issue with the girls. When she was saying that seeing the girls allow Chris to talk about her a certain way, these girls that she made very deep friendships with, that they went through this whole big experience with, and then allowing him to talk about her like that, she
Yep,
said that one hurt her the most out of her whole experience,
a
which
thousand
I get
percent.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because all of the girls in that conversation who either did not walk away or stick up for her, not girls, girls.
No.
Because being a girl's girl is not just not like going after your friend's boyfriend
Mm-hmm.
or not just about like relationship wise. It's also about how you show up for your friends when they're not around.
1,000%. That's why Queen Amber, what she said, you think you're gonna get another hot doctor? Psh, good luck. whoop, hair flip, gone. I said, I know that's right. That's
Yeah.
because literally, and my thing is, if I was in that scenario and I'm one of those girls, if I was there for that long, it's only because I am dragging him and mopping the floor with him, and the whole time just reading him for filth and about himself. Um, yeah, otherwise there's really nothing to talk about. Like you're a loser.
Yeah. It's okay to like if you don't like conflict or you didn't want or if you thought there was no point in even responding to him,
Hmm.
that would have been fine, but walk away. Go talk
Yeah.
to her, go tell her so she's aware how
Yes.
he's speaking about her so she doesn't have to see it
Hmm.
later on and see that you stood there and just,
Yeah.
oh, that's your opinion, that's your opinion. No, your
Yeah.
opinion's wrong.
It is. Your
Walk away
opinion's
at
so
least.
off. Exactly. And like even for like earlier in the conversation, this also like struck me weird because like he started talking the physical talk, and I think it was Ashley was like, well, it's not like she's obese. Clearly not. So why we need to rephrase that.
And even if
Jesse's
she was,
beautiful, and even if she was, what the fuck? It's like this is a beautiful woman you're speaking of, and
yeah,
she's in amazing shape. I genuinely I feel like there was like a little bit of pick-me-ism in it. It's like, well, she's not. It's not like she's obese. Like I get it's a physical thing. No, you're wrong. Like she's gorgeous. I'm shocked looking at you, all 4'6" of you. I don't understand who you think you are. Like that's the only thing you should be saying to this man. Like looking down
yeah,
at him and saying, "I'm sorry. You're the height of a toddler. I think the physical thing is an excuse. This is a gorgeous woman, regardless of her
mhm,
weight, which clearly she's in a phenomenal shape
yeah.
for somebody who's a doctor. They don't really have I can't imagine she has that much time on her hands to like be in the gym and do the Pilates and whatever the fuck CrossFit that he wants. That was just weird. Just that comment alone, like, no, clearly she's not obese. Yeah, we know that. But like, you gotta give her a little more. But what do you can't expect much for Bree, Pre, and Ashley because we see what
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
Pissing me off.
Freaking MAGA Barbie. That's what everyone calls her.
Yeah, clearly. And it's like it's so annoying because it's like obviously Alex is problematic. So you want to side with Ashley, but it's like you're
Hmm.
not even like you're not being redeemable right now. I can't
Yeah.
even I want to fight for you just because, but
Hmm.
I can't. You're not giving me anything to fight
Not all
for.
that
Y'all
great.
deserve each other. You guys deserve, that's what you deserve.
I agree. Speaking of people who didn't make it to the altar, and speaking of Bree and not girls,
Mm,
girls,
mm.
Bree and Connor didn't make it to the altar. Had that whole little speech of like, oh, you're so good to me and I'm such a bitch to you and this and that. And now they're together.
I want Connor to stand up so bad, man. Like Bree is trash. And like I don't like saying that
Yeah,
about women. Actually I don't have a problem saying if they are trash, I have no problem saying it. But it's just like, bro, like he can do better. I
I
don't know what
agree.
it is. I don't know what it is. I don't see it at all.
I think he's just happy to be there.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just happy to be wherever. He's just there. Because
Right.
even, well, we can go into also at the same time, Devo and, oh, what's her name?
Brittany.
Brittany.
Yeah, because they also didn't make it down the aisle. They didn't even make it to the
Yes,
venue. So either.
exactly. And we'll get into that, but this whole Bree, Ashley, Priyanka going on a trip that was supposed to be a girls' trip. And that's what Connor said. He
Mm-hmm.
said that the hosts were like, why aren't you there? And
Mm-hmm.
he said that he thought it was a girls' trip, a girls' thing, whatever.
It
But
it
then,
definitely looked like Brie got caught in a lie.
yeah, also because she invited Devontae when they went out to dinner together, just her and him.
Right. That's what I was confused. It was just the two of them at dinner, right?
Yeah. And
Okay.
she was
Because
like,
I
we're
couldn't I was
friends.
confused. Yeah.
She was
Yeah,
like,
and she
"We're
tried to use
friends.
the
We're
nickname.
friends." They've all been using the nickname, but do you remember? I think I mentioned this to you. I don't think it was in our last episode, but I think before we were recording, I
Hmm.
said, "Oh, it's so weird because on the cast list it says Devo, but
Oh,
on the
right.
show it had said Devante."
Yeah, you did say that.
And then everyone was calling him Devo all of a sudden. So I don't know if they changed the cast list afterwards and he wants to like rebrand himself because maybe people won't
Maybe.
know Devo as much as they know Devante because who wants to know him?
Yeah, nobody.
But again, we've already talked about how Ashley Priyanka and Brie are not girls and
No.
the fact that they went on a girls trip and then why would a man be there?
And that's what I didn't li- Okay, I will say Priyanka and Ashley to me did come across like they didn't care if Devo was there or not. Like from their all of it, it didn't seem like for them it was making or breaking their
Hmm.
trip. Like they seemed like especially Priyanka, it seemed very
Hmm.
much like um girls trip was the vibe. I don't know what the fuck is good with Brie. I think she's just somebody who likes attention and from
Yeah.
men.
Hmm.
Um, so
Very
it does
much.
seem like that was her doing him being there. Because after like we were talking about before, it did come out that he was trying to get at Ashley.
Hmm.
So then that makes me wonder, and Ashley, obviously Alex, like she just, I don't see her going for anyone like Devo. I would say she is his type. I do not believe he is her type.
I agree.
Um, when they were talking about the whole Airbnb situation, clearly Priyanka was very uncomfortable with the thought of him being there. And Ashley did seem too like she's not, that's not what she was looking for. So I wonder if Bree was trying to set that up with him. Like maybe they were in, on the same page of like, oh, well, Ashley's gonna be there and like maybe we can make, who knows if she was trying to play matchmaker, if she just liked another man's eyes on her. I don't know, but it does seem like he was there more because of Breezy than anyone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. And then I at least they did apologize to Jess when that
Hmm.
whole thing happened, but they did not give the same energy to Brittany.
Which was
And
weird.
yes, and Priyanka kept putting her little, oh, I wasn't really friends with her. I wasn't really friends with her, like under her breath, on her mic, whatever, and trying to like save herself or make
Hmm.
herself not look as bad, which you already look bad with number one, who you're hanging out with, number two, how you handle situations with men, and just let these things happen. Even if you weren't her friend specifically, but let's say you were friends with one of the other girls that is
Hmm.
closer to her, I would have told that other girl and said,
Yep.
hey, let your friend know. She's not my friend. I don't feel comfortable reaching out to her. Let your
Right.
friend know this is what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. 1,000%. And just all of like it's so weird because they claim, oh, we're all friends. We're all friends. We're close to Diva, whatever. Regardless, either way, it's so weird to me that once they heard the story from him of how him and Brittany's relationship played out, that they didn't check in on Brittany. That is weird to me. Y'all are a cast, like you guys got to know each other. Y'all like they swear they're all friends. Why wouldn't you fact check with Brittany, even if it's not to be like, hey, this is what he said. I'm just trying to get the truth. Just be like, hey, check in. How you doing, girl? Met up with
Yeah.
Devonte. He said X, Y, and Z. I just want to make sure you're good. At least so then she could be like, wait, what? We're still gonna try. You know what I'm saying? Like they just took his word. That's crazy to me that they were just like,
Yeah.
eh, very
And
weird.
more points to Amber again, because she's the one that told Brittany, and she's also the one that, while they were saying all of this on the stage, said, why would you believe a man?
Yes,
Why would you believe
exactly.
his story?
It's literally that simple. And that's my thing with all that. Because that is always that. Why would you? Why? It's just we're not if you are choosing to believe a man, especially over a woman or any of this, I feel like that just tells me about you as a woman.
Yeah.
And we can leave it at
And
that.
yeah. And for Brittany and Devontae, I did like the fact that they had her dad there. I
Hmm.
wish he didn't give him so much grace. I wish he would
Agreed.
have been like man to man, which I think he tried to do in his own way. I think he probably was thinking that the way he approached it would affect him more
Hmm.
because it's easy to, when someone's like angry and coming at you crazy, it's easy to be like, oh, like that's crazy. Like I didn't do that many bad things, and to kind of like push it off in your brain.
Right.
But maybe the way that he approached it, Devontae might think about that before he goes to bed at night. Hopefully,
Right.
if he was like a real good person, but he's not. But
He's not, clearly.
maybe that's the way that Brittany's dad was thinking.
Maybe. And I just also think that's just Brittany's dad. He seems to not have that dog in him. He's very passive and sweet and kind and like amazing. Okay, love that.
Yeah.
But
I
he,
love it for
yeah,
a dad,
yes, for a
for a
dad with a
girl dad.
daughter. Yes. But he should have held him accountable. He should have applied more pressure. Even him just checking in on him. That's fine. If he wanted to check on him like, "Hey, I just want to make sure you're good because they're coming at you with some vitriol here or whatever." That's fine. But then bang, be like, "All right, just you good because I'm about to die. I just want to make sure you at full health before I
That's
come
what
and
I
hand you your
thought.
ass."
That's what I thought
Ugh.
was gonna happen.
That's what I wanted so bad. I was upset. I wanted Brittany's dad to do a lot more. But that's fine. That's not in his character. Oh, the last thing about Devo though is the family he got coming on the way.
Yeah, which whatever. Let that girl deal with him now for the rest of her life.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously there wasn't much city planning going on into that decision. And he said he's engaged, right?
Yeah,
Best of luck to them.
something like that.
Best of luck to them.
And best of luck to that kid for having him as their dad.
Yeah, it's definitely a white woman because that's his preference. That's what he likes. And I
Yeah.
I guess he got his fucking Cinderella. Don't know what
And
to tell.
his ex did come out and say that there was overlap between, this is after the show, which again I already
Yep.
said was crazy that people have almost a year-long relationship. It's crazy that he had multiple relationships that were that serious and now he is engaged and having a baby.
The wildest part to me is how is he getting all these women? I don't see it. Physically, no. Personality, no. His whatever the fuck he's into, no. I don't and like it's always weird to me when a man um has a preference for white women. I'm just like, mm,
And they
you're
look like
weird.
him.
Yeah. I'm like, no, that's not, just feel, like, what do you, no, sorry, it's a no.
Yeah.
You're a weirdo. You're corny. You're a herb. You're a clown. Um, and I
A
just don't,
teenage mutant ninja turtle, but
yeah,
that's
he really
offensive to
is.
them.
Like, it is offensive to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I don't know, knowing everything we know about him, this may sound mean, but I don't think the quality of woman he's gonna get, nowhere near Britney. She's a
At
sweetheart. She's
all.
a little delusional, but she's beautiful and she's a sweetheart. And she seems like, and you could see she comes from a really good family.
Yeah,
But that's
I
fine. He
agree.
made his bed. He could lay in it. And also,
And
he's engaged, but he's rooming with Alex.
I know. And you wanted Ashley, what, 8 months ago?
All of these things are so weird to me, like beyond
Yeah.
weird. I don't know. But we could get into Alex and Ashley because I think are those the only ones left?
Oh, and Vic and Christine, but
That's yeah. That's a footnote at
whatever.
this point. Hmm.
I know. Yeah, Alex and Ashley, I honestly, I don't know if there's much else to say about him because we've already said how much we think he's a liar. None of his stories matched up. He's probably a scam artist, in our opinion,
1,000%.
allegedly.
Got to be. The law, somebody's after him.
Yeah, because even on the reunion, when the hosts were trying to clear up his stories, he said he would try to make himself seem like he was acknowledging something by saying, I can see how that's confusing. And then continue to just say 1,000 words, trying to reach like a character limit for an essay, and it meant nothing.
All of it, just word vomit in a fucking. It just, none of it made sense. He doesn't make sense as a human, and I just truly hope he figures that out for himself. Him and
Yeah,
Ashley are both trash as far as I'm concerned. Um, and I hope they end up in the relationships that they both deserve.
yeah. I'm glad that she said no to him, and
Oh,
I'm glad
fully.
that she called him out in the way that she did.
Definitely that. I was proud of her for
Even,
that.
yes, even though his mom was like, "Oh, that wasn't very nice. Like, you raised him. You're the reason he is this way, and you're
Yeah,
enabling it."
she's very much an enabler, and you can see it.
Yeah, Alex and Ashley were whatever, they were there. My favorite TikToks are people impersonating him,
Hmm.
being like, "Oh, well, it's fine. I lived in Austin for 2 months, and then I got with this girl that was from Vegas, and I wanted to see her, but then she got a boyfriend, and then I went back to see her." Like just
It
all
just,
the like random
I
like
just don't know why was he on this show? Genuinely, because A, it looks like
why
he's
were
running from the
any of these
law.
people? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. None of you are ready to get married, except for Vic and Christine, who we could talk about for 2 seconds, which I'm glad they have a seemingly healthy relationship,
Right.
but they just went on Fox News and everyone is very upset because they feel bamboozled. Like,
Fully.
I was rooting for you.
It was so weird because the conversations they were having and like I did not see Fox News for them at all.
Yeah,
It's just, but I guess Ohio, and then Vic is from Brooklyn originally. He's a black man
yeah.
and he's a
And a
professor.
professor.
What are you doing on Fox News? I
Yeah,
don't know. It's just so weird because the way they were throughout the season and the way they portrayed themselves, like I said, the conversations they were having are not conversations you usually hear people who align themselves with Fox News having.
yeah,
Even
exactly.
her mom seemed very cool and chill and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm gonna
I
let them
don't know
have
what
it.
it
I don't
is.
care. It is what it
Yeah.
is.
So next we saw a video from a girl on TikTok, Satoma, and she basically made a pyramid of the cast of Love is Blind. So we're gonna do our own pyramids to wrap this all up.
Mhm.
So the categories are questionable, unhinged, and diabolical. So of the cast, who do you have in your questionable category?
So I want to keep it to like one person each, as much as I can. But for questionable now, there's a lot. There's a lot, but just for where I'm
Hmm.
at now and everything that's come out, I'm going to put Vic and Christine as a unit in
Hmm.
questionable. Just because I believed in them so much and they presented themselves such a way, and now I'm just like, literally questioning, like, that's weird. So would definitely have them as questionable. Unhinged, another difficult one, but I think I'm gonna leave Alex in that spot, even though there's other people that deserve it, just because the way he approached the reunion and still it gave they were throwing him all the life vests out there to kind of make it make sense, and I just didn't like the way he was getting so defensive because they really were helping. They were laying a red carpet of excuses that he could have used and looked better. And like clearly he is unhinged. Like the man's not well.
Yeah.
And now for diabolical, for me personally, There are two people that go in there. Chris, just because he always been, he deserved it. Secondly, Breezy. Those two to me are just absolutely diabolical, and I wish they would have ended up together because they deserve each other. And they're both trash,
That's
and they're
funny.
just unwell. What's your pyramid looking like?
Um, I agree for questionable, Vic and Christine, because now they're questionable.
Hmm.
I originally was gonna put Emma there just because her flip-flopping stances, but after the reunion, I think it's now Jordan
Hmm.
because I'm questioning why you wouldn't want to be around your wife as much as like he wasn't trying.
Valid.
So, what was your reason for getting married?
Hmm.
Unhinged, I think I would put Chris there
Hmm.
and I would put Bree there
Hmm.
because I think their ego just clouds their lives and they think everything revolves around them and they definitely should be together.
Yeah,
For diabolical, for me, is Devontae and Alex
fair.
because their levels of like lying, their levels of just being so like Brittany's delusional. We can all
Yeah.
agree that, but she's delusional from a good place.
Hmm.
They're so delusional that they believe their own lies.
Yeah,
And
it's scary.
Alex and Devontae should be together. And they already live
They should, well,
together.
they are, yeah,
So,
they live together, so that's like one step towards it, I guess. One step towards greatness for them. Yeah,
yeah.
and true, all they do, I mean, so many of them deserve to be there.
Yeah.
But the fact also add on that Devontae wanted Alex's ex. Very diabolical. And they're roommates.
Yeah.
All of it. Just any way you flip it, it's diabolical.
Exactly. And the fact that I'm sure Alex knew that Devontae wanted his ex
Hmm.
and he's still willing to live with him.
But Alex didn't even want his ex. So maybe that's why he doesn't feel. Alex wanted Devontae's ex for a moment.
That's true. I
The
don't know.
flip
That's
flop
just
of it all.
weird to me. Like most of my friends and I, which you don't have to have different types in your friends,
Hmm.
but like, I don't know. Most of my friends and I don't have the same taste, so I could never see us wanting anyone, which I'm only friends with girls, so none of us would ever
Yeah.
do that.
No.
But I can't even imagine because we never like the same either personality or physical types. It doesn't matter. We're just all looking for different things.
Yeah, I feel like me and most of my friends, I mean, I have a few friends that same physical type we do have,
Yeah.
but personality wise, I think my likes, wants, and needs are tend to be different from theirs.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. Because even if you like the same celebrities or whatever, that's not
mhm.
really all your type because
Right.
everyone likes Michael B. Jordan.
Sure do. He's a beautiful man. But people say he's so corny and like I see it, but I've always liked him anyway. That's like the one, okay, because I don't like pretty guys. I don't like guys that are like,
Mhm.
beautiful. Um, but he is, but like there's something so wholesome and cute about him that I actually like. And people forever just been like, oh, he's such a cornball. And I'm like, a little bit, but it's endearing. I
Yeah,
don't know. And that would normally throw me off. Like I'd be like, oh, like ick. But for
I
some reason with
agree.
him, I don't know. He seems genuine and I'm kind of like, wait, he's a sweet guy. I like
To
that.
me, it's because he loves his mom, but he doesn't seem like in a controlling way, like he lets her control his life.
Right.
So I think because of the way he respects women,
Yes.
that's because normally that would be like weird to me too. I also
Yeah.
think it's funny that you said you don't like pretty guys because
Mhm.
I have one of my cousins says that. She's like, I like them a little ugly.
Me too. Like literally, and but to me that's more attractive. And I like things that are weird. Like if you have a chipped tooth or like scars on your face, I like that. Um, they call them medium ugly, I guess. But like, yeah,
Yeah.
like pretty guys to me is just even if they're like, I could be like, oh yeah, he's an attractive man. I still am not attracted though. It's very weird.
Didn't one of the girls from this season say, there's no medium ugly guys here?
Oh, because they were all ugly.
No, she said that oh, I think it was Bree that was saying that Connor wasn't medium ugly because she was
He,
worried that whoever she was going to end up with would be medium ugly. But she was obsessed with Chris, who's more than medium ugly.
yeah, no, Chris is just ugly. I would say Connor's medium ugly.
Yeah,
I would call him medium ugly, and that's not in a
no,
mean
I
way. I
agree.
think
Yeah,
I don't even like white men, to be honest. I don't know. They just don't do it for me. But
yeah,
I look at Connor and I'm like, he actually is kind of cute, especially with his personality. That's what throws it more. Like, he seems like,
yeah,
you know, um, yeah, Connor's not bad looking. But he's definitely medium ugly.
yeah. But they kept saying that. I think Nicholas Shea said that to her, or to him, like as a joke because she had said it. Like, you're not medium ugly.
Oh, right. Didn't she say that in front of his family too?
I think it was her mom. Oh
Oh,
no, you're
okay,
right. You're
okay.
right. No, she did say that in front of
She
his
d
mom and his sisters.
What a fucking weird girl. I just don't know
I
what
don't
I
know.
think, you know what it might be also last thing I'm gonna say about them or Love is Blind is that maybe it's one of those things where Bree does the heavy lifting in the relationship. So he can kind of just be his blue collar self and just sit in the background and just whatever the fuck it is. And she's the
That's
one
what
that's
I'm
like da 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 da
saying.
da 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 da. That's gotta
Is
be
like
that. He doesn't
he's
have to
just
put in
happy to
work.
be there. He's
Yeah.
just happy to be there. He doesn't care as long as she's not screaming at him every night
Yeah.
and like he can just sit and have a beer after work and
Yep.
they can live together and he could have another he already had a home. So it wasn't because he was
Yeah.
trying to like get with someone who had a home, but he could just sit, drink his beer, and someone else will be in the house, and then he could watch her chaos, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Even though, because he has called her annoying, he has said she talks too much. I don't
That
know.
was
They're gonna
so
have.
funny to me.
Oh, I loved it. They're gonna have
Yeah.
issues down the line. If they stay together, I'd be shocked. They shouldn't. Actually, I wouldn't be shocked if they stayed together because of that. Just like the convenience of having that other person, and they're already like locked in. But they're not gonna be happy down the line. It just is what it is. I feel like this story has been played so many times, but good
Yeah.
luck.
That's basically our final message to all the people from this season is
Literally, good luck.
good luck, good riddance, like
Yeah,
stop doing things that make you newsworthy because
please.
we're over it. We've all moved on. You guys can move on
Fully.
too.
And I don't know if you've seen the new Netflix show that's like going crazy on TikTok, Age of Attraction. I haven't
I've
watched
seen
it.
clips. Me either. I'm
Okay,
like, should
all
we
right.
do it?
Maybe. I know I'm gonna end up watching it. It's like one of those when I'm
Yeah.
like bored enough and like I'm almost done watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. So
Oh
that's
my
probably gonna be
God.
my next indulgence is
Yes.
Age of Attraction because it looks like a hot mess. And I love a good hot mess.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what we'll do. We'll talk about Secret Lives of Mormon Wives for sure.
Hmm.
Everybody needs to let us know their thoughts on Love is Blind in the comments. But besides that, also let us know good hot mess reality TV shows.
A
So
thousand
we
percent.
both are definitely going to talk about Secret Lives because I've already finished season 4.
Hmm.
And then we can talk about Age of Attraction because I'm probably going to end up watching it too.
That works for me. I love a good trash TV.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for listening to our recap and thank you for being pretty and ugly with us. Bye.
Ciao.